Hi, I'm Major Roger Becknell, retired Army officer, and you've found this website because you've typed what are the requirements to join the Army and found my video on that. So without much ado, I'd like to take you through to help you in your search for information about the Army. And so first of all, I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see what I'm talking about. And it's not that difficult. The keyword you've just typed in, I am typing in here. But you could just type the word Army. Now, if you're in other than the United Kingdom, because I'm in the United Kingdom, it's taken us to Army MOD website. But if you're in the United States, it takes you to the US equivalent, the Pentagon website or whatever it's called. And from here, we can take you forward. So I'm just going to go MOD Army, joining the Army. That one will do. And here we are with the Army website. It's not the most glamorous, and it's got the joining process. And that's something we're all going to have to do if we want to join the Army, but it's worth doing a bit of research. So come and look at careers in the Army. And from here, down this left-hand side, you can find out about being officers or whatever. For instance, join the Army Reserve, join as a soldier, join as an officer. But what's interesting about this one is over here, explore Army roles. And they've got a little button here called Role Finder. It's above the start your application process. You don't want to click that at the moment. So click the Role Finder and it's come up. Now, if you click your keyword, the same keyword you put in for the video, click it there and click on the spyglass. It's come up with 160 search results for your question. What are the requirements to join the Army? Now, they vary depending on what you want to be. Now, when you come into the system, you will be asked to give 3 choices of what you'd like to do in the Army. First, second, and third choice. I would strongly recommend at this stage you sort out 4 to 6. The more the better. Go through these. For instance, let's just take this one here. And here we've got Specialist Gunfire Observer. So if we go right down towards the bottom, about you. Here it says you've got to be a male. It gives you the ages for joining as a regular and the parameters for joining as a reservist. No formal qualifications are required. But down here on the left, it says you should be interested in risks and adrenaline. Well, I will tell you, you will certainly have to take some risks in the Army. You're going to risk your life for your Queen and country. So that's down here, what you should be interested in. And what you might like to get out of it is on the other side. So this is the bit you want. Let's go and just take another look at another one. Back to Role Finder. Let me just put the search in again. And we'll go, oh look, riding instructor. Let's see, you wouldn't have thought the Army needed riding instructors in this modern day and age. But of course we still have the Mounted Regiment of the Household Cavalry for ceremonial occasions. And down here you'll find male, female. Experience in one of the roles below to apply for this. So you've got to have some experience either in teaching, veterinary work, or leadership already if you want to go with that. You should be interested in, of course, working with animals, outdoor activity, helping people and the like. And of course, in this case, performing in public, because working with the household mounted regiment of the household cavalry is a very public duty. Let's just do one more to show you if we can find some other requirements. Pilot. Let's have a look at what pilots have to have. Again, going down to the bottom, male or female, it's only regular army, and you've got to be aged 18, and the maximum age for joining is 29 years, 11 months. So if you've got to your 30th birthday, forget it. And it tells you what you should be experienced in. And so it gives you, this is a great aid for you working out what you'd like to do in the army. Now, let me just find, and I'm back with you. One of the things, I joined the army from school when I was 19, after the sixth form. My father joined the army when he was 14 and served till he was 55. And before I joined, when I was making the decision to go army or university, which was the choice in those days, and I was thinking of looking at going to Hull University to read geology, was what I was looking at. His advice was, if you go for the army, you will have a great career. You'll have lots of things to do of interest. But what it won't do for you is it won't make you rich or wealthy. It doesn't turn you into Richard Branson or Donald Trump. But what it does do, as I say, gives you a great career of doing things you'd never have thought you were doing. Like jumping out of airplanes to defuse bombs. In fact, on one occasion I was talking with a naval doctor, and I asked him, I used to smoke quite heavily when I was younger. His reply when I asked him about smoking was, it doesn't matter in your case, Roger. Anyone who jumps out of aeroplanes to defusing bombs isn't giving the cigarette a chance. So you can do all sorts of things. Teams go off and have just recently played rugby at base camp on Everest and things. And I believe have just got into the Guinness Book of Records. So there are fantastic things, but as I say, it's not going to make you rich. And with the modern politician, the pensions aren't as good as they used to be. They don't like paying for defence. So I have a little job on the sideline, and I actually make money from people shopping with Apple, which I find a rather nice little way of getting some money. I mean, people shopping at Walmart, I get commission. And the other thing I do, Staples here in the UK, all my colour cartridges, they post them to me, and they also pay me some cash back. So if you'd like to find out a bit more about that, click the button below this video and I can tell you more. I look forward to hearing from you. I hope this has been of some use to you, and see you in the future. But all the best with your career.